Tonight from the shores of McCovey Cove, the Giants look to slug their way out of a 3-game losing streak. The Orange and Black have a lineup that can strike at any time. But tonight they face a red-hot A.J. Burnett. Undefeated in his last 5 starts, the Giants have a tough task in Game 2 of the series, and it's coming up next. We've got baseball tonight here at AT Park as we get ready for Game 2 of this 3-game series, Pirates and Giants. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, the Giants are taking on a hot Pirates team and a very hot pitching staff right now. So it's going to take a good, solid start from Chris Heston, which he's very capable of doing.
Well, indeed, especially here at AT&T. His ERA this year here at home has been 2.16. He's a very confident arm here, and his sinker always shows up. For whatever reason, the Pirates have been problematic to try and beat. The last 16 times the Giants have played, and they've only won 5 of those games. So what's the difference tonight? They need to go ahead, and they need to play cleaner defense, and they need to come up with the money hit. The money hit is what has been elusive. They're still averaging just 3 runs a game here at AT&T. They need to change that up, because when they score 4 runs, their record's unbelievable.
All right, clean baseball. That's what we're looking for. All right, stay tuned as we will take you to Willie Mays Plaza for all kinds of good stuff. We'll have that for you from Willie Mays Plaza right after this.
By Jack in the Box. Taste the new black pepper cheeseburger today, only at Jack in the Box. And by Toyota, #1 in MPG, durability, and resale value. Toyota, let's go places.
Giants in a bit of a skid. They have dropped 3 straight and take on the Pirates again tonight for Game 2 of a 3-game series. Will Clark, we're going to be talking about him later tonight. All right, well, despite the Giants lost last night. They've still been making some awesome plays. The highlight, though, last night belongs to Angel Pagan's third inning diving catch. It is our Togo's big play. The Togo's way. We're going to take you back because he absolutely robs Andrew McCutchen of extra bases with this catch and saved a couple of runs, too. Ryan Vogelsong very, very appreciative, and it reminded us of another catch he made a few years ago. Arguably better, July 24th, 2012 against the Padres. Almost the exact same spot, left center. He lays out another jaw-dropping catch, but takes it to the next level, throwing it all the way to first to double up Chase Headley, the batter, Carlos Quinton. He is just not happy about this at all. All right, well, as you can see, the two plays very similar. The biggest difference, you got it, the hair. A lot more flow going on this season. But, hey, big news. He cut his locks today. You're going to see him. He's in the lineup, Angel Pagan. All right, Chris Heston on the mound for your Giants lineups. First pitch, Kruk and Kipe. It is all coming your way. Stay with us.
In the box. And by Toyota, #1 in MPG, durability, and resale value. Toyota, let's go places.
Giants in a bit of a skid. They have dropped 3 straight and take on the Pirates again tonight for game 2 of a 3-game series. Will Clark, we're going to be talking about him later tonight. All right, well, despite the Giants lost last night, they've still been making some awesome plays. The highlight, though, last night belongs to Angel Pagan's third inning diving catch. It is our Togo's big play. The Togo's way. We're going to take you back because he absolutely robs Andrew McCutchen of extra bases with this catch and saved a couple of runs, too. Ryan Vogelsong very, very appreciative, and it reminded us of another catch he made a few years ago. Arguably better, July 24th, 2012 against the Padres. Almost the exact same spot, left center. He lays out another jaw-dropping catch, but takes it to the next level, throwing it all the way to first to double up Chase Headley, the batter, Carlos Quinton. He is just not happy about this at all. All right, well, as you can see, the two plays very similar. The biggest difference, you got it, the hair. A lot more flow going on this season. But, hey, big news. He cut his locks today. You're going to see him. He's in the lineup, Angel Pagan. All right, Chris Heston on the mound for your Giants lineups. First pitch, Kruk and Kipe. It is all coming your way. Stay with us.
Heston. Game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is now open daily. 58 degrees here at the yard. You see the winds at 15 miles per hour. Humidity is high. It's cool and breezy. All right, let's take a look at the lineup that'll be facing Chris Heston as the Pirates come in 27 and 24. It'll be Harrison, Polanco, and then McCutchen. See his 2 RBIs last night give him 22 road RBIs this season. It'll be Walker, Marte, and then Pedro Alvarez. Cervelli will do the catching. He'll hit 7th, and it's Mercer and A.J. Burnett.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the rookie right-hander, Chris Heston, 6'3", 195-pounder. He's 27 years old. And how does he rank amongst the Major League Baseball rookies? Well, starts first, wins first, innings pitched first, second, strikeouts, and look at the ERA, 3.82. So he's having a very solid season, a very good rookie year, and especially when you compare it around all of baseball, not just the National League. When you take your bats against him, you're going to have to be aware of the sinker. That is his backbone. It's a low 90s sinker. He's got a slurvy breaking ball, but it's quick. It's not a slow breaking slurve. It's just a big breaking slurve, and it's quick. And a changeup. He will throw a four-seam or a cut fastball off of that sinker as well. Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Heston tonight for the Giants. Starting in the outfield from left to right, it'll be Aoki, Pagan, and Pitts. Best arm in right field. Crawford and Duffy on the left side. Panic and Belt on the right side of the infield, and Buster Posey, he'll be in the squad, putting down the sides.
No, pretty happy where I'm at. I don't know about you.
Arrgh.
So Heston had a jump start out of the dugout, which means now we're waiting for the clock to turn to 7:15.
Who do you think those folks are rooting for tonight?
Really good point, Mike. So here's the first pitch of the ball game, and it's called strike. So we get started right on time at 7:15. Harrison hitting .259. Heston working quickly. Throws a pitch low and away. 0 for 3 last night. Did draw a walk. He was also hit by a pitch as that's fouled at the plate. Harrison didn't get any hits, but somehow he was always in the mix when it came to the Pirates scoring runs.
Well, that's his job as a leadoff hitter. Get on base. And that's something that he really needs to improve upon. He has not really done his job.
Hit out into center field for Pagan, who slows down as he comes in, and he makes the catch. And that's how this game gets started. And here's Polanco.
Well, in 4 starts after Giants have had a loss, he's 2-1 with a 1.00 ERA, and I think the ERA is more impressive than the 2-1. So he has assumed the role of stopper when the Giants needed him to end a losing streak. That'll be his goal tonight.
I'm not sure the last time I remember a starting pitcher waiting for the left fielder to tie his shoe.
Come to think of it.
Here's Polanco. A big swing and a miss. Polanco 1 for 3 last night. So these guys practicing.
Well,
at least that's the story I'm going with.
Once you get the saw tuned up, everybody's ready to go.
To the back foot to even the count. Polanco hitting .251, 3 home runs, 13 driven in.
Yep, she's the one with the saw. Got it on her leg. Little rosin for the bow.
And that runs inside, and that's 2 balls and 1 strike with McCutchen to follow. Nope, 3-1. The home plate umpire, by the way, is Bill Miller. Eddings, Wolf, and Johnson from first to third.
Well, Miller has a good zone to pitch to. It's steady, doesn't change. he looks for low balls. And if you're a sinker baller, a good low strike zone is what you hope for. And you'll get one tonight. 3-1 sinker right on the outside corner. An example of the type of strike you'll see tonight with Bill Miller. But he will call some belts, too.
Hit high and deep out into right center field. Pagan on the move, and Pagan's going to make the catch. And Polanco can't believe it.
Yeah, he just got AT&T. I don't know if he could hit the ball any better than that. What do you say we make it our forward right choice? And what sets this play up is the jump that Pagan gets. And if you watch his routes, they're pretty straight to the ball, especially when he's going deep to a gap. Concentration, eyes never blink, right in the sweet spot. That's our forward right choice.
Here's McCutchen, who takes a strike, and it's 0-1. McCutchen 1 for 2 with a couple of RBIs. He actually had 2 base hits taken away from him, one by Pagan and one by Pence. Both ended up being sacrifice flies.
Heads up if you're playing third with this guy right now. Catching like any great hitter, when they get hot, when they hone that strike zone down, get that back leg time, they are a tough out, and that's where he's at right now. Using a lot of the middle field, but he'll take that sinker down the line left field.
So it's 3-1 to McCutchen. And he wrapped one into left field, a base hit. So McCutchen's aboard, and that'll bring up Neil Walker. Here's our AT&T U-verse rewind. Thursday, Heston against the Braves. 7 innings, 4 hits. No runs, a walk, 6 strikeouts. He threw 98 pitches.
Well, he had a good sinker from the very first pitch of that game. And really established that pitch and then threw off it all night long.
Swing and a miss by Walker.
His first pitch changeup.
Walker hitting .263, 3 home runs, 19 driven in. 1 for 4 last night. Nice play by Buster Posey. He chases McCutchen back.
It's okay. It's an odd season. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. There's some things we just can't forget.
So it's 1-1 to Walker. And a base hit to left field. So back-to-back 2-out singles. And here's Marte. Marte hitting .259. 10 home runs, 34 driven in.
We watched his batting practice today, and he was lighting up center field, just flipping him out in the screen above the guard to straightaway center. Got good power.
Swing and a miss. No balls in 1 strike. 0 for 4 in the game last night. So this first time around for the Pirates, it'll be their education against Chris Heston. Comes back to a strike, nothing in 2. Marte swung at a ball and took a strike.
Well, you can go right back down the dirt right now. You've got like 3 shots at it. You do have an open base at third with 2 outs.
Got him. And that'll end the inning. Nice play by Pagan on the ball hit by Polanco. Top of the order coming up. 0-0. Come in with a record of 30-23, and it'll be Aoki, Panik, and Pence. Buster Posey, the cleanup hitter, then Belt, who's got a 9-game hitting streak against the Pirates. Crawford, Pagan, and Duffy, and Heston will hit 9th.
On the hill tonight for the Pirates will be the veteran right-hander A.J. Burnett. Burnett, 38 years old, in his 16th year at the big league level. And what a great start he's off to here in the 2015 year. 10 starts, he's 5-1 with a 1.81 ERA, and 59 strikeouts in 64 2/3. Not throwing as hard as he used to, but he's really got a great command of 2 types of movement on the fastball. You'll see low 90s with it, and a great curveball, and that really is the primary breaking ball that he'll use. He'll throw in a few changeups, but at times it can be 2 types of fastballs, curveball, go get him.
So here's Aoki, who went 2 for 4 last night, hitting at .313. And a strike to Nori Aoki, who's 5 for 13 against Burnett with 3 doubles.
He's got good numbers. Burnett 6-3 lifetime with a 2.04 ERA against San Francisco.
Panik to follow, and then Pence. And the 1-1. Inside corner, 1-2.
And he'll use that front door side with that sinker all night long against lefties. Really has a nice feel with it.
And a line drive off the glove of Mercer into center field. That's how close that ball was to being caught.
Take a look at the defense the Pirates will use tonight behind Burnett. Starting in the outfield from left to right, it'll be Marte, McCutchen, and Polanco. Great arms on the corners. Mercer and Harrison on the left side of the infield, Walker and Alvarez on the right side. And Francisco Cervelli will be in the squad, putting down the signs.
So here's Joe Panik. Joe with a couple of hits last night. He's having a fine season, over 300. 21 runs batted in with 4 home runs. And he's never faced A.J. Burnett before.
Front door sink, front door sink, front door sink.
And a strike, and it's 0-1. And a snap toss. Aoki's got 12 steals. Had a stolen base in the game last night. A little closer. Pretty quick to first base, A.J. Burnett.
He's not a small guy either. I mean, he's 6'4", 230, big fella. But you don't pitch this long in the big leagues as he has. As he mentioned, he's in his 16th year. If you don't do all the little things right.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. It's a doubleheader in Colorado. The Rockies won the first game and they're leading in the second game. Doubleheader from a rainout earlier in the season. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, and 2 to Panic. Panic on the ground to Walker, and Mercer juggled the double play ball, so they get 1.
Well, opposing teams will always, or every team will really, they'll chart every ball that you ever hit against them, and this is the ground balls that have been hit against right-handed pitchers. Now, this is from the Pirates. This is how they've charted every ball that he's hit from righties on the ground. And so you can imagine as to how they're going to play him tonight. They're going to play him straight up, as they have to.
It almost looks like the perfect fan.
Yeah, it looks like a centerpiece at Thanksgiving. But you get an idea as to why you see so many shifts that are dramatic compared to other generations. And you saw the reason why. I mean, they chart every, not just the hits, but every ball that you hit. Every ground ball you hit against right-handers, every fly ball you hit against left-handers. And they have all this information, which is how they arrive at where they place their defenders.
And a base hit to right field for Pence. And that'll bring up Buster Posey. Posey went 0 for 3 last night with a walk. So you have to determine, was that a ground ball or a line drive?
I'm going ground ball on that one.
Well, yeah, in order to just add to the good vibe, that was a ground ball, no doubt about it. So here's Buster Posey. And a strike. Buster 3 for 7 lifetime against Burnett.
You know, the thing about Pence too is it makes him so unique. He can hit the ball to the right side of the field outside, and he can take the inside pitches and go that way as well. The bottom line is you just can't cheat with a guy like Pence. He's not like most hitters.
Belt on deck. It's 1-1 to Buster Posey. Ball squirts away, and both runners advance.
Man, that is a big 90 feet, especially with a guy that throws a lot of sinkers and gets a lot of ground balls on his breaking ball as well as A.J. Burnett can do. So you lose the force here with a breaking ball. Cervelli really can't do much. He does a nice job of keeping it in front. But a nice read from both Panic and Pence to move up 90. Pure wild pitch.
Two and 1 to Posey, infield back. Line drive, base hit down the right field line. Panic scores. Pence scores. Posey's got a double. And it's 2-0. So the Mercer muff at second is huge for the Giants.
Well, you're right. I mean, what should have been a double play, they only get one out, and then the wild pitch puts 2 runners in scoring position, and Buster Posey makes it good. Beautiful opposite field hitting from Posey. Stay inside the ball. You see the knob come through first, and then just drag the bat head, and then fire it right down the right side of this ballpark. 2 runs score easily. And let's watch Hunter Pence run.
Here's Belt, and Belt takes low. 1 ball and no strikes. Giants did this in the first inning last night. And tonight they'll see if they can just kind of hang on and keep adding on. There's the Belt high strike to even the count, no pun intended. Okay, intended.
All right, okay.
The more I think about it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Out of play, 1 and 2. So there's the challenge that Belt was looking for.
I like the 2 right field approaches from Hunter Pence and Buster Posey. You cannot tell me that they weren't going up there trying to do that and beat the sink from Burnett.
Well, watch them in batting practice. Both those guys hit a lot of balls to right field.
Trying to pound that back foot with that breaking ball. A few teams do that a lot with Brandon Belt. And with the ball, with the sink that Burnett can put on a pitch, with both his breaking ball and his fastball, I don't really think he cares if you watch Belt.
Got him.
Beautiful breaking ball. That has been a strikeout pitch for him since the day he walked into this league.
That was pretty tight, wasn't it?
That's a good one. That's the kind of spin you can hear. Knuckle curveball. Just quick. And if he takes it, he's out.
So here's Crawford. Crawford at 292, 7 home runs, 34 driven in. And he takes in tight.
RBIs.
Down and in. First base is open, so don't quite know what Burnett is doing, but he doesn't have to throw him a strike.
Well, he knows Crawford has 34 RBIs, and I think he's being respectful of that. Crawford had 69 RBIs last year. The way the start that he's had right now, he's on pace to knock in 100.
He's halfway there. There's the pitch in tight, 3-0.
Hey, go Giants. Nice.
All it takes just be a little creative. Yep. Good job. 3-0 to Crawford. And a strike. 3-1. If you're Crawford, you don't want to walk here.
No.
You see another pitch.
No, the runner in score position. The role he's been on this first half with RBIs.
And the walk.
So, pitch him respectfully. Had a base to play with, used it.
Burnett just asked his catcher, what was that?
Yep. A haircut for Angel Pagan.
So here's Pagan. Last night, Angel Pagan went 0 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts. And he got a pitch to hit, and he fouls it back. Doesn't have a hit in 3 at-bats against A.J. Burnett. It's no balls and 1 strike. And a strike. It's now 0-2. Pagan stays alive.
That's off a good breaking ball.
The Giants strength and conditioning coach, Carl Cochin, wanted us to wish his wife, Bethany, a happy birthday. So, Bethany, happy birthday. And once again, another Giants employee that would rather do that than buy a birthday card or a gift.
Yeah, way to go, Carl.
Anyway, Bethany, happy birthday. Pagan takes strike 3 call. And that'll end the inning. Giants on the board twice. A couple of singles. And then the double by Buster Posey. And the Giants are on the board. And they lead in this one 2-0.
Area is brought to you by Bay Area Mini.
Giants 2, Pirates nothing. As Pedro Alvarez is going to lead things off. And a high sinker. 1 ball and no strikes. Alvarez in the game last night went 0 for 4. Lots of power. He's got 9 home runs, 25 driven in. There's the defense, the overshift. Duffy at the shortstop position. 1-2.
Backdoor breaking ball. It's a nice touch with that curveball. He's got a curveball and a slider. I mean, he can be creative with him. And when he's dropping on both sides of the play, I mean, you know he's going to have a pretty good night.
Hit right back to Heston. 1 out.
Well, Father's Day is coming up real quick. And we have perfect gifts for Giants fans who want to buy their dad something. It's a Father's Day gift pack starting as low as $49. The gift pack includes 2 tickets to a Giants game and world champion cufflinks. 2 ball games plus the cufflinks. Perfect gift for the old man. Go to sfgiants.com/minipack.
Keep an eye on that young lady. That's valuable property. Here's Cervelli, who takes a strike. 326 with a home run, 13 driven in.
.395 on base percentage. Pirates got Cervelli from the Yankees. Cervelli from Venezuela.
Well, it's going to be hard to fill in the shoes of Russell Martin, but the Pirates are definitely trying to do it. Stewart last night, the former Giant, had 3 doubles in the game. No batting gloves.
Commando.
2-2 on the fastball away.
That's 91 mile an hour, but that's cut going away from a righty. And that's a pitch that he's going to develop, and it's going to be a big part of what he does in the future.
Got him.
Changeup.
And away from the target, but Bill Miller hung in there with it.
So the target on the outer half, you can see the 2-seam movement. That's a changeup, and you can put a 2-seam grip on a changeup, a circle changeup, as well as a 4-seam, and that has movement that goes back into the righty.
Buster kind of curled it in,
kind of caressed it on that inside corner.
Here's Mercer. Mercer takes a strike. Mercer got in the game at the end defensively last night, hitting 192 with 9 runs batted in. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2-0 Giants. Buster Posey with a double to knock in a pair. Here's where you'd like to retire this 8th place hitter and have the pitcher lead off the 3rd. On the ground, Crawford cannot get a handle on it. Once it got by Duffy, it was going to be a tough play. All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy.
All right, guys, a big Giants shout out to 7-year-old Walker Affelt. Does that name sound familiar? That's right. That is the son of Jeremy and his wife Larissa. He underwent an emergency appendectomy last night at 11 o'clock. Very happy to report he's doing very well, feeling much better. He'll be in the hospital tonight. So Walker, we want you to know we're taking care of Dad. He gets a couple of extra cups of coffee this evening, gentlemen.
Yeah, Major League Baseball players, they have this life outside of the game, and all of a sudden it comes at you very fast if you're a dad and a mom.
So you're not thinking he got a whole lot of sleep last night?
Well, I know he didn't. He was at John Muir Hospital for most of the night along with Larissa. There's a strike to Burnett. It's 0-2. But
well, you're right. When you come to the ballpark and you're a big league ball player, you go back home and leave the ballpark and you become a dad.
I think he told me he left around the 3rd inning yesterday. There's a breaking ball, 1-2. But hopefully at John Muir, in that room where Walker's at with his mom, that they got the game on. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And it's blocked by Buster Posey, 2-2. Although if I'm 7, maybe I'm clicking around for something really interesting, like a really good cartoon or something.
Shark Week.
This guy's ready. Not sharing popcorn. I know the feeling. They got to hang on to that bag. Got him, and that'll end the inning. For the Giants, Duffy, Heston, and Aoki coming up. Pirates turn the first ever 4-5-4 triple play in Major League history. 4-5-4. See that all the time on the playground. In the major leagues, oh, it never happens.
First.
4-5-4. The guy who started it ended it. So here's Duffy. Duffy, Heston, and Aoki. Giants lead 2-0. Duffy hitting at .279. In the game last night, Duffy went 0 for 3 with a strikeout.
Now, if he tries to pull that sinker all night long, he's going to have a rough night. He's going to hit 4 ground balls to shortstop.
Shot they didn't check. And another check.
Burnett couldn't believe it. First base umpire Doug Eddings with the yes he did go. And I think that was the right call.
It was. Duffy in the right center field. Is anybody there? No. Duffy's going to have a double. And once again, he's got the dirty pants.
But once again, he's thinking within the at-bat. He realizes early on, you can't try and pull this guy. And that's not a hanger either. Good, strong top-hander, but a little bit of a lean, looking for the ball away. Finds the opposite field gap, and an 0-2 mistake from Burnett. And after a rough first inning, Burnett's right back in the stretch with a runner in score position to lead it off here in the second.
So here's Heston as he shows bunt, and he takes low, 1-0. One and 0 to Heston. Heston bunts it foul. Green.
No, I take mine black, thank you.
You got it. 1 ball and 1 strike. And that pitch is wide. 2-1.
I mean, that's the same way that Jeremy Affeld's going to drink it tonight. Rockies just take a 2-run lead on a 2-run homer by Troy Tulowitzki over the Dodgers.
Heston right now, who's a really good hitter, is having a hard time laying down a bunt.
I don't think they're going to take the bunt sign off, although we have seen it in the past where Bochy looks at a guy bunting. If he doesn't look like he's comfortable bunting, he will take it off. And that may be the case now.
And he bunts it foul.
That is a non-productive out. Hey, a reminder to check out NBC Bay Area. They have the investigative unit. It's the largest on-air team of investigative journalists dedicated to holding the powerful accountable. You can watch award-winning stories that have helped make the Bay Area a better place. And you can watch it at NBCBayArea.com/investigations. NBC Bay Area, we investigate.
Here's Aoki, who singled, hit a line drive over over Jordy Mercer in the first. And he takes inside for a ball, 1-0.
Hey, Will Clark's here. Will Clark really is here. I mean, he was here with his wife Lisa and his 2 children. His son Trey, his daughter Ella, before the game. It's autism night.
Chopped foul. Alvarez pick it up.
Every autism night, Will Clark here. He's the spokesman for Autism Night, and he did a great job, as he always does.
Foul. Nice play by Alvarez.
Yeah, it really was. Pulled it just a bit foul, but still Alvarez coming over there making the play as if it's fair, was what he has to do. Showed nice range and soft hands. Slides into it. Look at our Exmo, brought to you by your local Toyota dealer.
1-2. And he got him. So here's Panic. Panic reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning. Almost hit Panic on the foot. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Duffy opened up the inning with a double. He's still on second base. And Burnett with 2 strikeouts here in the second. Two and 0.
Really moving his feet. I can't believe that Burnett would nibble here with Panic with Hunter Pence on deck, especially after Hunter Pence beat him to right field his first at bat with a base hit. I would think that this would be a situation where Panic would get something to hit.
High, it's 3-0.
Trying to crowd Panic on that inside corner. And that one got away from Burnett. That leaked out over the plate and up.
And it's ball 4, so Pence is going to hit. Walk number 2 for Burnett. Pence with an opposite field single in the first inning. Two outs, 2 on. 2-0 Giants. And a strike, and it's 0-1.
Backdoor sink. The thing about Burnett, I mean, he's not the pitcher we saw 16 years ago. 16 years ago, he was mid to high 90s. Some of the best electricity in all of baseball.
Sharply on the ground, and they just get the force play at second to end the inning. It stays 2-0 Giants.
In the community segment, it's sponsored by PG&E, and we're spotlighting tonight Will the Thrill, former Giants great and now a great ambassador for the Giants organization. He's here tonight representing Autism Awareness Night. He's partnering with Autism Speaks and ANOVA, raising funds that will be given out to non-profit autism organizations. Great job done by him. He was joined by his buddy, former teammate Dave Durecki, for a Q&A. He lent his autograph to special ticket event holders and then presented a check for $10 grand on the field, joined by his family. Guys, that's just a portion of what has been raised tonight. Take it away. I think you have a special guest in the booth.
Well, we do, Amy. Will Clark is joining us, and hey, it looked like it was. It looked like it was pretty good on the field.
It was real good. Dwight Clark from the 49ers was kind enough to join us out there. He's got a grandson with autism and is for a great cause, Autism Speaks and ANOVA, and had a chance to present him with $10,000, hopefully for a little research to find a cure.
So Harrison leads off the third inning with a base hit, and here's Gregory Polanco, and he takes a pitch wide. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, it's kind of an annual event for you now.
It is. It's an annual event. The Giants have partnered with us for 9 years now. Larry Baer came on board a long time ago, and he's been a true friend, true partner, and Autism Night has grown by leaps and bounds each year here at the ballpark.
There's a bunt attempt foul, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, something you're obviously very passionate about. Your son Trey has autism, and it really cut your career short. You left the game to go be with him when you had to be. We, as you well know, both of you guys, there's a second part of your life, and first part's being the ball player, second part's being the daddy and husband, and so I moved on, and I'm enjoying being that part of my life now and helping out the Giants when I can. Hey, by the way, thanks for the clip you sent me of Trey with the double. Hit that ball well.
You like that?
Yeah, I do.
Smoked a double down the line. He gets on second. He's giving it one of these numbers out on second. You gotta love it.
Yeah, did he pick that up from you? What's up with that?
Where he got it from. It was awesome, though. It was awesome.
Here's the 1-1 to Polanco. When you hit that home run off of Nolan Ryan, your first at bat in the big leagues, I thought for a second you might do that after you hit first, second, third, and home.
The only problem,
it was in there.
Yeah, the only problem was Uncle Mike would have killed me if I'd have done that. Him and Brenly, they'd have put me in kangaroo court for like 6 years.
That's all right. It was in there. You just really kind of held it down.
Although I may have pled your case because I was on the mound that day. I was the benefactor of that home run off of Nolan Ryan.
Yes, you were.
Polanco takes outside. It's 3-1. Those days go fast, though, don't they?
Boy, ain't that the truth? You look back on it and you go, good Lord, how many years ago was that? And it just seemed like it was yesterday. And when you start thinking about it, I know, with you, some of the memories that you have, the hair stands up on the back of your neck. You're like, oh, my goodness. That was some fun times.
It's a good bunch.
Heston has to come in now to Polanco. He does. It's 3-2. Have you driven by 101 and seen the old girl fall apart?
I have, and it's a sad state.
It is.
Watching her come down, piece by piece instead of, all at once. But we had some great memories at the stick, and Dwight Clark and I were talking about that out on the field, and now seeing it come down as slow as it is, it's sort of tough to take.
It's kind of painful. Likely Harrison's going to go on this 3-2 pitch. He does. And it's low, ball 4. So Heston now working himself into some trouble. This is what we're talking about in 1986. If you haven't seen it before, now everybody's seen this before. It's like the guy everybody wanted to hit a home run off of, and then to do it in your first at bat.
And to do it in the Astrodome to center field, which never happened. We added all those things up and just said, who is this guy?
And then what you forget to tell everybody is there was a guy with just been in a car crash, and he had a neck brace and broken arm, and he snagged the ball on a fly, and you guys fined me $10 in kangaroo court for having that guy catch my best ever bolt off of Nolan. I had to pay money for hitting a homer.
There's McCutcheon who swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
You caught you barehanded in the neck brace for crying out loud. Come on. We could not let you get too cocky.
You weren't going to win either way with that one.
No chance. No chance.
McCutcheon singled in the first. So this is a heavy test for Heston, as this is driven to right. Hit well. Pence back. Pence at the wall. It's off of archway number 6. One run's going to score. McCutcheon stopped at first because Polanco, for whatever reason, didn't run very hard.
I think Polanco had to make sure it wasn't going to get caught. But how about this? You're a guy, you just hit the ball 400 feet the opposite gap, and you get a single. And it hits off the wall.
And he can fly on top of that.
And he's one of the faster guys in the league. Boy, is that a beautiful swing. A high sinker that didn't sink. And he just backs this thing right over the top of the head of pitch. He plays it beautifully on the carom. And there you see McCutcheon has to go back to first. So, I mean, he can't figure it out. But he is at first, and the force is in order. That's a significant thing when you have a pitcher out there like Heston that throws sinkers.
It's one of those situations as a base runner, you got to start eking towards second base a little bit. You can't stay right in the middle, and Polanco stayed right in the middle and hung McCutcheon out to dry.
So now the Pirates have the tying run at third. They did the same thing in the game yesterday, where after the Giants had a 2-0 lead, they started to crawl back. And it was this spot in the lineup that did all the damage. Here's Walker, who singled in the first. And he takes a breaking ball for a strike.
And that may have been the message from Dave Righetti, the Giants pitching coach. Use all your pitches. Don't get predictable with just the one type of movement, not against a team who's got a little bit of a roll going coming in here. And he opened up this at bat with a nice little backdoor curveball.
Comes back on the inside corner, 0-2.
They also located that one down around the knees, and that's where any sinker baller is going to maximize their effectiveness with movement. Down around the knees. The higher up it goes, the more it fades and it loses its sink. Down around the knees, you'll get Sink, you'll get ground balls.
Posey setting up an inside target. That's right where Heston threw it. It's 1-2.
Good pitch. And that sets up everything. Now you can bounce a curveball in the dirt. You can cut a fastball in the same location. You can elevate that same movement above the hands. Lots of options here. Back inside.
Got him.
Well, that's the strikeout he was looking for.
Well, we were talking about Will Clark and Candlestick. This was a memorable night. Remember, Joe Morgan made the call as Will Clark went upper deck at the stick.
2 balls, 1 strike to Will Clark. Fastball, and it's all over! It's all over!
Did I see somebody watch that one?
Yes, he did watch that one. Probably paid for it the next day. Probably caught one up in the rib area the next day.
Here's Marte, who breaks his bat and flips one foul down the right field line. Well, I think there's watchable ones, and then that aren't so watchable. That was watchable.
Yeah, and then not only that was a back-to-back. Candy Maldonado hit a homer the at bat before that to tie the ball game, and then I came up next and I went out the yard to win it. So I was able to take my time a little bit more around the bases.
As you should.
And you don't get a chance to admire too many upper deck jobbies every now and then.
No, and that thing wasn't down the line either.
0-1 to Marte. 0-2 to Marte. That'd be the pitch you'd want to hit to knock in that guy from third, you would think.
Well, how do you hit a sinker ball or you look up? And this is a situation where a hitter's trying to get a fly ball deep enough to score Polanco. He didn't have to get it too deep. Polanco's got good speed. But he missed an opportunity there. He was sitting on a breaking ball.
Posey set way out over the plate, and that's where Heston throws it 1-2.
Cut fastball. Just change the movement of the fastball in the eye of the hitter. You don't want to throw that one for a strike, but you do want it to set up something.
Tying run at third. That's Gregory Polanco. 1-2 to Starlin Marte. Down low, 2-2. So you're here till tomorrow?
I'll be here till Thursday. Actually, there's a fantasy batting practice tomorrow after the game that I'll be partaking in.
Gonna hit?
Oh, I'm gonna let a few fly. See if we can't find the wall out there.
The water?
Maybe.
2-2 pitch. And now 3-2 with Alvarez on deck.
That's probably going to set McCutchen in motion at first base.
And if that's the case, that usually is going to eliminate the double play possibility. So if you're an infielder, you come in a little bit and maybe you come home. Although you got pretty good speed at third.
Posey wants a slider.
McCutchen goes, and he walked him.
And that would have been a better location than a 2-2 pitch. But again, the beautiful thing about being a sinker baller is that as long as you have a force and order, you can get out of an inning with one pitch. Get out of a jam with 2 outs by way of the double play.
Well, Bruce Bochy's not wasting any time.
That is definitely something you see when you're on the mound out there. And that is a great motivator.
So Alvarez hit one back to Heston in the second inning. It's likely he would take that same scenario right here.
Yeah, he likes the first pitch, and he's a low ball hitter.
And a strike, and it's 0-1.
Good changeup. Stayed away from the fastball. But it's important when you have the bases loaded. You've got to get in that strike zone on that first pitch. You can't jimmy jack around. You can't be shaving corners. You've got to get strike one. Now you can go on the corners a couple times here.
Panik, not so much a double play depth as he's shading Alvarez more to full. And that's going to go to the backstop, and the tying run's going to score. My goodness.
Posey had no chance of that. And it's disaster in a lot of ways. One, the run scores, but two, you lose the force at first base.
Well, yeah, but now a fly ball gives the Pirates the lead.
I guess you have to feel fortunate that it didn't hit Alvarez.
1 ball and 1 strike. There's a shot down the left field line. That's a base hit. That's going to knock in a pair. McCutcheon's going to score. Marte's right behind him. And all of a sudden, this has turned out to be a big inning. And it's 4-2 Pirates.
It's the hanging curveball. When Heston has been hurt this inning, he's been up. And that is right at the belt, and a nice job of going the other way from Alvarez. Just take what a pitcher gives you. He's going to give you a mistake up and away. Go with it the opposite way. And you get 2 RBIs as your reward.
So here's Cervelli, who struck out looking in the second. And he fouls this one out of play. So will you be back? Let's see. This is June. Yeah, you'll be back a couple of times, maybe.
Yep. I'll be back in July and August for sure. And then I'm going to go back home, spend a few days at home. I'll go see AA Richmond. So see some of our prospects down there.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Nothing in 2.
Well, it was just about this time last year when you were talking up a young second baseman by the name of Joe Panik.
Joe Panik. We had just received a phone call from Brian Sabian asking me to go see Joe Panik down there, and he had a whale of a series and turned in a report on him, and a few days later Joe Panik was the everyday second baseman for San Francisco Giants.
And he carried it all the way through October, and he played terrific.
Yeah, there's no way that they win this without him and his contribution.
For sure. He was on a roll the whole year, and I caught him down in New Orleans, a 4-game set, and he had 3 hits one game, 2 next. He ran the bases unbelievable, made a few diving plays, and then all of a sudden you see him in the San Francisco Giant uniform, and he's doing the same thing in the World Series. And God bless him, I was able to get some jewelry thanks to him.
Absolutely. Well, every once in a while we get a chance to see our old friend take some batting practice. This was 2011.
Chris Spire came out there. He was coaching with the Reds at the time, and he came out there to throw batting practice, and he was putting it right in the old wheelhouse. And I thanked him. Thank you. Thank you for chunking it right there.
You did the same thing to opposing pitchers when you were playing. Thanks.
Where would right there be?
Oh, that's sort of the
down and in, or
yeah, thigh high in. Yeah. That you're able to get extended and get it elevated a little bit. And
he liked them up too. That one he hit off of Greg Maddux in '89 in Chicago, a grand slam, that was up.
Yeah, that's just because he could read lips, for crying out loud. He doesn't read lips. He doesn't hit that pitch.
No kidding. I can't believe I told my teammates anything about that, and it hits the paper, and now everybody's got the glove over the face. And good.
Well, you did it. You changed it.
I know.
No, this is the one Mike's talking about.
That was the 3-2 changeup. That was the second at bat right there.
And that was the low one.
And then here's the conversation. Kevin and I are talking about it on deck. Bam.
And that was the one at the belt.
Not only was I looking in, but I had also backed off the plate a little bit too. I was sort of cheating in there a little bit and got it. And thank goodness we didn't miss it.
Burnett swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Well, he didn't give up many of those after that. He kind of figured things out.
Yeah, he was on a roll.
Right into Cooperstown.
With some beauty.
0-2.
He could paint, and then it was back in the day where if you proved you could paint, you got a few extra inches out there.
Plus, he couldn't wait to get 3-2 to throw a changeup.
Yeah, and I couldn't believe nobody would figure it out.
No. 0-2 to A.J. Burnett.
No, see ya.
And that'll do it. We'd like to thank Will Clark for stopping by as always. Terrific friend and a great Giant. Will, that a big.
Brought to you by Joseph Abood. Available at Men's Warehouse.
Well, on Sunday, June 14th, it's our second annual Gamer Day at the ballpark, presented by Half Moon Bay Brewing Company. Mike Krukow will be the host. Check out a pre-game Q&A. And with that special ticket, you get a ticket to the D-backs game and a gamer driver cap. So go to sfgiants.com/special events. Here's Buster Posey. Burnett now with the lead. This is what happened last night. The Giants got the lead on Cole, and all of a sudden, Cole had the lead. And that's a bit high. Burnett didn't think so. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, A.J. Burnett keeps asking Bill Miller, and he's being very animated about where was that pitch. And one thing that umpires do not like is for you to make hand gestures as if to say, where was it? Was it up? Was it out? I mean, Miller's a low ball guy. That's a high strike or a high pitch, not a strike. But if you signal with your hand in, out, up, they don't like that. You can sour an umpire's attitude towards you if you continuously do that. Burnett has done that. Now, I know he's in his 16th year, but even then, umpires don't appreciate it.
Posey hits it slowly to third. 1 out. So here's Belt. Belt struck out in the first. Overshift is on for Belt. And he shoots one right where the player should have been, and that's a base hit.
Let's take a look at the ground balls since 2014. These are the ground balls that Brandon Crawford has hit against right-handed pitching. And given that, there really isn't any way you can overload one side of the field against him. You've got to play him straight up. Hits it everywhere. And that's just against right-handers.
And tight to Crawford. There's Dave Rebecki.
Always a hit. And his wife Jan now live in Turlock.
Jan would be not the woman directly behind Dave.
There's Jan.
Yeah. Always in a good mood, Jan.
Always.
When you're married to a left-hander, that's part of the deal.
Well.
Nice family. 2-0 to Crawford. 3-0 to Crawford. 2 balls and 1 strike. View from the arcade. Good seats.
Just a little bit inside. Burnett not happy with the strikes he was not getting today.
Crawford on the ground, foul. That's Billy Hayes.
Nice play by our ball dude, Paul Robinson. Retired physics teacher. And that's Mike Holmes, our other ball dude, on the third base side. He's a Mizuno man.
3-2 pitch. See if Belt goes. He does. Crawford drives it into left center field. A big ride. On the move is Marte. It is out of here. Crawford goes back to step on first base. And this game is tied.
Now they may look at this. I think the Pirates are contesting that a fan leaned over the fence and came in the playing area and made the catch. And here comes Clint Hurdle, the skipper for the Pirates, and he's going to buy a little time while they take a look at this. That's close. Nice play. It looked like he had a big lean going on it.
Well, he wasn't going to catch it. I know it's hard to tell fans to leave it alone. It really is. You bring your glove and you get into a spot where you can catch it. But
I don't know. I don't think this one's coming back. I think they're going to allow it.
This replay review is presented by Xfinity.
I mean, there wasn't that much of a lean from the fan. I mean, he just reached out in front of him and pegged it.
I don't know. I guess if this is coming back, you place runners at second and third?
Yeah, I mean, this is 2 runs right here. This is a big play. It either ties the score or it sets it up. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to take this one back.
Well,
they could. I think that right now it's about 70-30. They allow it.
if that fan reaches over at all, then you may have a problem. I don't know. I think it hits the top of the fence.
I think it hits the top of the fence, bounces in the bleachers.
There you go.
That's what I'm going with. Well, they're going to look at this a while. It's not like he's really leaning out there. And you look at the other guy, the bare hands. I mean, that's on the top of the wall. I don't know. I don't think they're going to pull. I don't think they're going to wipe this one off. I think he's got a chance for a home run here.
Well, if the guy with the glove doesn't catch it and it hits the gentleman with the two hands, maybe at the top of the wall.
See the hands. I mean, that would have been on the top of the fence had the glove not have caught it. I don't know if they're going to take that into consideration.
Well, it's a big part of this game. Look, we're only in the third inning. I get that. But
it's a long time. This is a long time. People are getting antsy. If they do allow the home run, this place is going to go nuts. Yeah, and if they do this, if I'm Brandon Crawford, I go around the bases again.
yeah, absolutely. Well, we've only been doing this now for over a year, but the longer it takes, obviously, the tougher the call. Out of here. Nailed it. And I do believe that there just wasn't enough evidence.
Bottom line, it was a great at bat from Crawford. And we have a brand new ball game. RBIs number 35 and number 36. Home run number 8.
And here's Pagan. And Pagan takes high and wide. Crawford, number 8, RBIs 35 and 36. 2-0. That's the one that Burnett and Miller disagree on. And Burnett just gave him the stare down and the stank eye. And so far things aren't going that well between these two. Coming in is Marte, and he'll make the catch. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Duffy. Duffy doubled in the second. Here he shoots one to right, and it's going to be Polanco who's going to get there and make the catch, and that'll end the inning. So it's Brandon Crawford who hits number 8 to tie the game. It's bye-bye baby. It's 4-4.
Pagan at Pence last night. Pagan made an unbelievable play. Pence made an unbelievable play. We're used to seeing it, but it doesn't make them any easier. Those were great plays.
Here's Harrison to lead things off, and I'm wondering what message Bruce Bochy is sending to Chris Heston with Yasmin walking down to the bullpen. Duffy's got this one.
Saw the play from Pagan earlier. Here's the play with the bases loaded, 1 out. And Pence went to a high backhander to take extra bases away from McCutchen. And those were great plays. Now the message is real easy. I don't think that Bochy's going to allow Heston to get back in a stretch.
Well, 2 walks really hurt Heston in the third. Both walks scored. McCutchen to follow. Right there at the knees. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Both teams with 6 hits. Both teams with 4 runs. Two and 2 on the line, foul. Tough to see right now.
Crawford had a little hand signal gestures out to Aoki in left field.
2 down, and here's McCutchen. It's a couple of old timers.
Real old timers.
So Benny's got what, about 10 years on hurdle?
Maybe more.
Wow. It's a product of hitting the streets a lot.
I can't argue with you. Neither can Benny.
Outside, it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yep.
Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike.
We can't be getting out Dave Benz away. Cancer survivor, total gamer.
Hit into the gap. And McCutchen's going to have his 3rd hit. And you better get it back in because he's cooking. You think he's hot right now?
Also, 84 pitches into it. I mean, Eston had a 34 pitch inning last inning. The skipper just not going to let him get back into the stretch. Beautiful job of inside outing that sink, finding the opposite gap. And it's got to be perfect with his speed. And he's going to bust it. He's going to put pressure on the defense to move everything perfectly to get that ball back in the infield. You bobble one part of it, and he's going to come all the way around.
It's time for a change. Thanks, Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and smog experts. We'll be back. Two outs.
New pitcher now for Bruce Bochy will be Yusmeiro Petit. 16th game that he has been in. 1-1 with a 3.60 ERA. He does everything for you. I mean, he can spot start for you, come in long relief. He can situation pitch. He can close. He's got a save on the year.
And he's facing Neil Walker. Walker on the first pitch rolls it foul.
Heston tonight, just too many mistakes up. And the Pirates, good fastball hitting team, are not the type of team that you could make mistakes to up in the strike zone with hard stuff.
Inside to Neil Walker, who's faced Petit 4 career times, and he's 1 for 4. Low and in, 2 balls and a strike. Down low, 3-1.
So goes after him with a 2-1 changeup.
Wheels are turning for Buster Posey.
Get this ball away.
3-2. Walker swinging at ball 4, fouls it off the backstop.
Well, he had to cover the outside pitch. He didn't think that the 3-1 strike was in the zone. He thought that was away. But once you get a call against you, you got to get out there and cover. So Posey taking advantage of that.
Line drive, Pagan coming in, and it's going to fall. And the Pirates retake the lead. So 2 out base hit for Neil Walker.
That closes the books on Chris Heston. He gives up 5 on the night.
So here's Marte, who's 0 for 1. He walked and scored in the 3rd.
Got to make Walker stop at first base.
Popped up behind second. And that'll end the inning. A run on 2 hits, 1 left. 5-4 Pirates.
Produced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LLC.
Well, if you're looking for great seats, get the StubHub, where there are no surprise fees at checkout. That's right, on StubHub, the price you see is the price you pay. StubHub, the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the San Francisco Giants. Here's Petit. He's going to lead things off. Petit taking all the way, takes a strike. Oh, 2.
Gamer bet. She's got her uni on. Head to the yard, get your uni on.
Don't know if the take sign was on or not. 1 out.
I don't know if it was either. I mean, Petit's one of the guys that takes batting practice with the starters. The relief pitchers do not take batting practice. But it is a full moon, so it usually promises some kind of weirdness.
You never know. Aoki's 1 for 2. First pitch strike to Nori Aoki, who's 1 for 2. Panic to follow. We're in the 4th inning. Bit unusual in this park to see 9 runs before you get to the 5th. 1 and 2.
Just inside with front door sink all night long. And then when he gets to a 2-strike, he bounces a breaking ball in the dirt. Has not wavered from the whole plan. Burnett has thrown a lot of pitches. I mean, 68 pitches and 1 out in the 4th. That's a lot of throws.
2 and 2.
He usually is much more economical with his pitches than he has shown tonight.
He's walked 2 and struck out 5.
28 pitches in that first inning. And then 18 in the second inning. Really put him in a deficit.
Tap slowly to Mercer. 2 outs. And here's Panic. So Panic is 0 for 1. First pitch strike at the knees. No balls and 1 strike. Quick 0-2.
Nice little backdoor breaking ball there. Definitely a pitcher strike. Pitcher strikes do not make Bruce Bochy that happy.
Yep, takes his hat off. He's not happy. One and 2 on a pitch in the dirt. Pence to follow. Should Panic reach here in the 4th with 2 outs. Two and 2. And he stays alive with a foul at the plate.
Pretty good battle going on. And this is what Panic does to you. I mean, he just never seems to make that many outs or have his at bat determined in 3 pitches or less. I mean, he'll grind you. He'll get some work out of you.
And a base hit to right field.
And he sets the table for Hunter Pence.
And the Pirates scored after 2 outs in this inning. Giants to see if they can do that as well. Hanging on tight. Taking a lap, Mikey.
Oh, yeah. It's the greatest part about this ballpark.
Lynch takes a strike and it's 0-1. Pence singled in the first and scored, and then bounced out to Jordy Mercer in the second. Hit the ball hard both times. Down the right field line. Pence is going to go for 2, and he's going to make it.
Second time tonight that he has beaten Burnett the opposite way. And this is not a hanger. I mean, this is right on that outside corner with backdoor movement. And he just simply goes right with it, barrels it, shoots it right down the right field line. Sets it up for Buster Posey.
Buster tonight is 1 for 2. One ball and no strikes.
Burnett can choose who he wants to face. He has an open base here. You see anything out in the middle of the strike zone, it's a mistake.
And he got a breaking ball, kind of hung it.
This afternoon, off a tee, he sets it on the outside corner with Bam Bam Mullins working on staying inside. He knew he was going to see backdoor movement tonight from A.J. Burnett. Get a feeling of it, backspin at the opposite gap. Was it paid off tonight for him?
2-1 on a high fastball to Posey. Three and one.
Saw that graphic about how well the Giants have done with 2 strikes this year. It really has been one of the strengths of this club.
Burnett's got a base open. And that was completely away from the target. It's 3-2.
Wound up being middle in, and I don't think Posey was looking for anything on the inside half. He was looking outer half. That's the only way he takes that pitch.
Out to right field for Polanco, and that's going to end the inning. It remains 5-4 Pirates.
Brought to you by the Solar Company. Not just any solar company. The Solar Company. Switch to solar and save.
Pirates with a 5-4 lead. Is Pedro Alvarez is going to lead things off. Alvarez fouls it back. Alvarez doubled in the third inning off of Heston to knock in a pair. Panic playing in shallow right field. And a strike to even the count, or make that 0-2. I beg your pardon.
Perfect location with that little changeup. Throwing darts. That's what he does. Bow tie with the uni? Absolutely.
1-2. That's the beauty of our fans. You can bring any kind of attitude you want to this park.
Union, strap on a tie, bring it.
Pulled on the ground to Belt, and Belt will go to the bag. All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy?
Dwayne, Giants fans are voting, and it is working. Coming into tonight's game, Buster Posey is leading with most votes for the 2015 All-Star Game at catcher. Brandon Crawford moved into second place for shortstop. Joe Panik is in third place for second base. Aoki, Pagan, Pence, all in the running. So keep voting for your Giants for this year's All-Star Game. sfgiants.com. So, guys, basically everybody could go. It looks like it could be that way. Dwayne?
Well, it looks like Kansas City has decided to do that.
They have shown up in the ballot box, no doubt.
Here's Cervelli, and he bounces this one to Duffy. Duffy to Belt. And here's Jordy Mercer. Mercer has had an infield hit and he was walked intentionally. So Petit came in to face Neil Walker in the fourth. Walker got a base hit to give the Pirates the lead, but since then he's retired 3 straight. Swinging a foul. That's got Buster Posey. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Take a look where it got a lot of the chest protector. No, top of the knee.
Yeah, like 5 places.
Rattle.
Sometimes it's just like a pinball machine back there. I haven't seen one of those in a long time anyway. You?
Pinball machines?
Yeah. You got three games for a quarter.
Yeah, I think those days are over.
1 ball and 1 strike. High and deep to left. It is gone. And that's the first of the year for Mercer. He got one he liked.
Well, that was no doubt about it as soon as it left the bat. I mean, that is just right out there on the tee. And Mercer shows everybody here that I got a little pop. Well, he had 12 home runs last year, so he's not a guy that you can just groove a fastball mid-thigh to him. That was the happy zone there.
So here's A.J. Burnett. And he pops this one back and out of play. The 8th spot in this Pirates lineup is produced in this series. They're now 5 for 6. 5 for 6. That's popped back and out of play.
Just tell you that pitchers, I guess, on deck are pretty scary.
3 doubles and a home run and a single.
3 doubles were last night. Chris Stewart.
One and 2 to Burnett. And he got him, and that'll end the inning. Mercer, the home run, is first of the year. Giants are coming up. It's 6-4 Pirates. One out, runners at first and third and second. Machi put down a sacrifice bunt. Jared Hughes threw the ball away for an error. Hunter Pence scored the go-ahead run. Giants won in 13, 11-10. Giants are down 8-2 in the bottom, or in the top of the 5th. So Belt is going to lead things off. It's a 9-8 win for the Dodgers. So here's Belt. Belt is 1 for 2. Inside to Brandon Belt. Overshift is on. Belt bounces this one to Alvarez.
Well, Warriors NBA Finals. Well, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area, it is the place to be. You go to Sportsnet Central for coverage. You get pre and post. An hour before every game, post game, and on Sportsnet Central, you get it all the way through the playoffs. So game 1 coverage begins Thursday at 5 p.m. Check it out.
Crawford homered in the 3rd inning.
He's feeling it.
Here he takes a low, 1 ball and no strikes.
Klay Thompson got the okay for game 1.
Yeah, all good news. 2-0. 88 pitches now for Burnett here in the 5th.
Coming into tonight's ballgame, the Pirates, as a pitching staff, were second in the National League, trailing only the Cardinals, but they had a staff ERA of 3.00.
Alvarez, 2 outs. And here's Pagan.
Well, if you have a sour mood, all you need to do is get in line for a Ghirardelli Sunday. It'll put a smile on you. That's the line that never goes down.
Just be happy it's not real close to this booth. Pagan takes a strike. Imagine if we had one of those in the press room. Ooh.
No. Yeah. We weigh 1,100 pounds by All-Star break.
Place your order over there. Pick up your Sundays over here.
But we'd be happy.
Tap slowly to second for Walker. And that'll end the inning. Through 5 here at AT&T Park. Pirates lead 6-4. Game, the 13th. It's a special 4:15 start. It's the Postseason Heroes bobblehead giveaway. First 40,000 are going to receive an Ishikawa Panicker AFL bobblehead, courtesy of Chevron. sfgiants.com/tickets. Here's Harrison. Harrison 1 for 3. One ball and 1 strike.
Archimedes Caminero starting to get loose in the Pirates bullpen.
Pulled foul.
Oh, Mike Holmes. You could have been somebody.
Yeah, I think they blocked them off.
All right, here we go. I got this one. I got it. Ew, oh. You know what you do when you have the ball hit off your toe?
Call a tow truck, baby.
That's exactly right. Two and two, not a Harrison. Harrison has been really cold the first couple months of the season. Just starting now to come out of it the last week. And boy, I mean, he can really be an igniter. And a lot of people in Pittsburgh think that he is the key. As I mentioned, the strength of this Pirates club has not been the offense. It's been the pitching staff. They've been fantastic, especially the bullpen.
Hit out into center field for Angel Pagan.
Well, watch live TV right now with the NBC Bay Area app. You can see breaking news and investigations from NBC Bay Area News, plus your favorite NBC shows live and on demand. Simply download the NBC Bay Area app, select Watch Live TV right now from the menu. Enter in your television account information and you're good to go. Watch live TV right now with the NBC Bay Area app. And the band plays on.
Here's Polanco. Just a bit outside. Pirates and Giants had the same record last year. 88 and 74. Outside corner, 1-2.
National League Central this year figures to be a barn burner. 4 teams that really could win it. Cubs have thrown their hat in the ring. Cardinals are good.
And that's going to be a base hit for Polanco. Bringing the guy that the Giants just cannot get out, and that's McCutchen.
Talked about how Josh Harrison has been cold. Well, the same thing for Andrew McCutchen. I mean, he was stone cold, but not anymore. As Jeremy Affeldt heads down the Giants bullpen.
Down low to McCutchen.
When McCutchen gets it going, I mean, he's a gap-to-gap guy. He'll use the middle of the field a lot. You'll see a lot of gaps to right center, left center. But it just seems like every night he's hitting the ball hard.
Well, he's not off balance. He's on just about everything.
What has he done the last 3 years? Well, pretty consistent. 31 homers, 21 homers, 25 homers. MVP finished third, first, third. He's the guy.
1 ball and 1 strike. Plus this year he's going with the short hair.
I didn't recognize him.
I know, it looks different.
The long dreadlocks for a long time, his whole career.
Runner goes. Swinging a base hit to right field. Pence is going to get to it quickly. They're going to wave the runner in. Here's Belt's throw. And it is offline. And coming in to score is Polanco. And McCutchen does it again. That's his 4th hit.
Well, a bit of a gamble there from Rick Sofield, the third base coach of the Pirates. But he knows the speed of Polanco. They decided, you know what, we're going to test the defense, put the pressure on him right at the end of the bat, but again, using the right side of the field. You can see Pence, who was over there in the right center field gap, gave away the line. And right here, Sofield says, come on. Walker, I don't think he knew where that ball was initially.
No, he didn't. Walker fouls it out of play.
Here's the Pinot Noir Commodore. Looks like fun.
Yeah, it does. Here's the 0-1. Out of play, nothing in 2.
Pretty good balance on that swing of the changeup for Neil Walker. He's not exactly fooled. And that's the thing that the catcher sees. He sees the balance on that back leg. He sees how much lower body's used in the swing on an off-speed pitch. Doubtful he'll call another off-speed pitch here. At least not a changeup.
Panic calling off Belt.
So fastball up and in the hands, and he gets the pop-up. Good pitch. Yeah, they got it going out there on the boat.
A little roulette.
Yeah, got to bet $1 on black. Seriously.
Here's Starling Marte. No balls and 1 strike. Now they're trying to figure it out. Take your time. Oh, see you later.
Hang with them.
Should have gone red. Oh, and 2.
Okay, not seeing that slider at all.
Sixth inning. Comes back with an 0-2 fastball, 1-2. Duffy, a pinch hitter, and then Aoki to hit in the bottom of the city. Hit to right. Hunter Pence underneath it. A run on 2 hits. What's new? McCutcheon involved. It's 7-4 Pirates.
is brought to you by Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com and by Xfinity, home of the most live sports.
Well, log on to csnbayarea.com as insider Alex Pavlovich provides wire-to-wire reporting of the Giants season. Get breaking news, videos, special features, and more only on csnbayarea.com.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your oil change tune-up with smog experts.
Now, you like fastballs? You're going to see a good one here from Archimedes Caminero. 0-1 with a 3.63 ERA, 25 strikeouts, and he has got some petrol. You're going to see high 90s, an occasional 100. Got a hard slider and a split. A lot of fastballs. That's a newbie right there.
Yep. Duffy's 1 for 2.
.90-mile-an-hour slider. You just don't see many of those.
Giants trail by 3 here in the 6th. Duffy on the ground to second, where Walker is waiting. And Blanco's going to hit. So here's Gregor Blanco. And a fastball for a strike to Blanco, hitting at 284. The girls are back. Blanco fouls it out of play.
Got a man making a play.
Very high to Blanco. 1-2. Nori Aoki to follow. Down low, 2-2. Giants need a couple of base runners. A 2-out rally in the 4th that came up short. Blanco gets jammed, and this is popped out to Walker. Two outs, and here's Nori Aoki. Aoki tonight is 1 for 3. And a strike, and it's 0-1.
98-mile-an-hour. Perfect location, inside corner at the knees to start it off. First saw this guy with the Miami Marlins and thought, what an arm on this guy. A little bit wild. Pirates picked him up for cash considerations with Miami.
Slowly to Harrison, and that'll end the inning. We will head to the 7th. It's 7-4 Pirates. It was Heston and Burnett who started, and Burnett's got a chance for a win. Heston left after 3 2/3. Giants have not had an answer for McCutchen in this series, and Crawford hit an opposite field home run. And it's time for a change. Thing Speedy, oil change and auto service. Your oil change tune-up from Smog Experts.
Jeremy Affeldt in the ballgame now. 24th time he has come in. 0-2 with a 5.52 ERA.
Facing Pedro Alvarez. On the ground and a base hit. So Alvarez goes the opposite way. And that'll bring up Francisco Cervelli.
Talked about Jeremy Affeldt last night with his son in the hospital for most of last night. Emergency appendectomy. So I always say, sleep. If you don't get any sleep, it's better for a sinker baller. And we're going to find out, because I don't think he had a whole lot of sleep last night.
Cervelli has bounced out twice and he struck out.
And gets a lot of ground balls with that fastball, with that sinker.
And another strike to Cervelli. It's 0-2.
Remember Bill Lee, the spaceman?
I'll never forget him.
I mean, he had a good sinker, put a lot of balls on the ground. He used to run about 5 miles from downtown out to the Olympic Stadium in Montreal when he was going to pitch because he wanted to get tired. He wanted to, the more tired I was, the better sink that I would have.
Hit on the ground to Crawford. Crawford shovels it to Panic. And that's a double play.
So far the theory's working. 2 hitters, 2 ground balls.
Here's Jordy Mercer. Mercer homered in the 5th inning. And he takes wide, 1 ball and no strikes. Jose Tabata is in the on-deck circle should Mercer reach here in the 7th. It's this one out to Pagan, and that'll end the inning. So the Giants now have Panic, Pence, and Posey coming up. They trail by 3. It's a 7-4 game.
Well, check out MLB.TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service. Is celebrating 13 years. You can watch every out-of-market game live or on demand in true HD on over 400 mobile and connected devices. Go to MLB.TV for details.
Here's Panic. Panic takes wide. Giants looking for base runners. Panic is 1 for 2 with a walk. Out of play down the left field line.
Well, how do you come back down 3 runs, 1 batter at a time? It's the one thing you have to constantly remind yourself when you're in that dugout. You are down and it's starting to get a little late. Start stringing some at bats together. It's amazing what a hit, a walk does to the attitude of a dugout. It doesn't take much, just a little spark of anticipation. He's got it. Smile.
Panic drives one to center field for McCutcheon. All right, let's check in with Amy G.
Hey guys, fans are getting pretty excited because game 1 of the NBA Finals with your Golden State Warriors going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers begins on Thursday. Our coverage, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area, begins at 5 o'clock Thursday night. We are your Warriors NBA Finals Central, an hour before every game, post-game, and Sportsnet Central. All the way through the finals, we do not miss a beat or basket, guys.
Indeed, indeed. Here's Pence as he swings and misses. It's a good looking lid.
Yeah, it is.
A quick 0-2 to Pence. Pence out of play.
98 mile an hour. Tried to surprise him after that little 89 mile an hour cut. 2 strikes surprise at 98.
Pence is out swinging. Stay tuned for the post-game wrap. That's going to come up after the game. Mike will also talk about the game with Murph and Mac tomorrow morning on KNBR 680. So here's Buster Posey. Buster tonight is 1 for 3. Foul back. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Back in the first inning.
A backdoor sinker from A.J. Burnett, and Mr. Posey went up there with the idea of going to right field and executed perfectly. Giants were on top quickly, 2-0 in the first.
Just like the game last night. Three and 1 to Buster Posey. There's Belt. And a full count now to Buster Posey. Caminero has thrown 24 pitches. Posey fouls it back.
Well, they had their orange on. It's outside the ballpark. Fort walk.
And the walk to Buster Posey.
All started with a 2-out walk to Buster Posey.
So here's Belt.
Right-hander Jared Hughes heading down to the bullpen for the Bucks. Well, she's feeling it, but he's not feeling it yet. Ray Sears, pitching coach, going to come out and stall for a little time. Her favorite guy is about to take it at bat. Baby Giraffe. Kind of stuck, didn't it?
It never gets old, does it? There's Bastardo headed down to the bullpen. Bastardo in a Phillies uniform.
Antonio Bastardo, who has the Bastardo slider.
So here's Belt with 2 outs and Posey on at first. Outside to Belt. Giants have put together some big innings on the road trip, and that's what they need here. Belt on a check swing past Crawford in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, you're right. I think they've done tonight, though. They've scored 4 runs, and that usually has been the magic number in this ballpark. When they score 4, they usually win. Pirates, on the other hand, have not exactly been big believers of that philosophy.
No, not at all. Belt had a rip. It's 1-2.
You're right. Well, he was right on it. Foul straight back. Not getting fooled.
Down low to Belt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Crawford would love to get a shot at an at bat here in the 7th. Got him, and that'll end the inning. 8th inning coming up here at AT Park. 7-4 Pirates. Monterey Bay Aquarium. Share the wonder, share the love at MontereyBayAquarium.org/love. Jose Tabata is going to face Affeldt here in the 8th. Tabata takes low. He's hitting .231.
Oh yeah, hot chocolate, a little extra whipped cream. Cheersies.
Enjoy.
Wow. Outside to Tabata with Harrison on deck, and then Polanco. Affeldt comes back in with a strike. It's 2-1. Giants still have 6 more outs in this game. Hit foul down the right field line and out of play. Tomorrow it'll be the former Giant lefty Liriano. That'll wrap up this 3-game series. There's strike 3 call. And here's Harrison. Tim Hudson will pitch for the Giants. Francisco Liriano 2-4. Hudson 3-4. Off day. Friday night. Lincecum, Jerome Williams. Swing and a miss. Remember Jerome Williams?
Oh yeah. Came up a Giant.
Hit from Hawaii. Cheer up, boys. Things are going to get better. 6 more outs. 0-2.
That's a good save. I mean, he's throwing fork balls now. Splits, whatever you want to call them. They're kind of a tumbling fork ball, which is like, well, they're more of a fork than a split. But they're really a good swing and miss pitch for Affeldt against right-handers.
So Harrison digs this one out and flips it into right. It's the 13th hit for the Pirates. And here's Polanco. Polanco's scored twice. Good lead by Harrison. He does not go. And there's a bouncing ball foul right to McCutcheon. It's 0-1 to the Pirates right fielder Gregory Polanco.
Polanco's got good bat speed. He hits the ball all over the place. Easy to see why the Pirates think this guy's going to be something.
Breaking ball, almost a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike.
He reacted to that like it was the first one he's ever seen. It was this right at his right shoulder. Look out!
Well, I think you got to throw him another one just for fun. This is hit into left center field, but Pagan got a good jump. And here's McCutchen. McCutchen is 4 for 4. He needs a home run for the cycle. Their Ward was the last one in 04.
I think Buster Posey was talking it over with Jeremy Affeldt about what he's seen tonight from behind McCutchen. And what he's seen is just incredible balance, using the whole field. So basically, be careful.
Hit to right. And that'll end the inning. Giants have some work to do, and it'll be Crawford to lead things off. At noon, game time, right around 12:30. It'll be the final game of the series, and you can see it right here on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. And then off to Philadelphia for 3. (7-4) Pirates when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your oil change tune-up and smog expert.
Good pitcher now for the Pirates would be Tony Watson, their setup man. This is what he has done in 27 games. He's been fantastic. Good stuff. Not an easy guy to see. He's a low 3/4 release. He's got a fastball that'll go mid-90s. Kind of a flat slider and a changeup. Sean Rodriguez comes in for defensive purposes. He's at first base.
Watson came in last night. He did give up a run in the 8th inning. And tight to Crawford. Giants need base runners. They need 2 to get the tying run to the plate. He didn't care. But cute. 2-2. Foul back. Crawford hit an opposite field home run on the 3rd. Almost had it taken away from him by the replay.
Wasn't sure he hit first base, so you know what? I got time. I'm going to go back and hit it again just to make sure. And it was a long deliberation. And finally, Bill Miller said home run. It was 8th year, 35th, 36 RBIs, and it tied the score.
And a hard swing and a foul back. It stays 2-2.
Giants had a little bit of a threat in the fourth. They could not score with 2 on. And then that's pretty much been it. They managed 1 walk in the last 4 innings.
Crawford stays alive. Tapped over the mound. Walker, off balance throw, not in time. Earl's going to take a look at it.
He's got nothing to lose. I mean, here in the 8th inning, and very quickly they erased it, acknowledging that indeed it was a base hit. Let's take a look at the end of the play. No brainer. So that makes it a 2-hit night for Brandon Crawford.
So here's Pagan. Pagan looking for a base hit with Duffy to follow. And it's in tight. 1 ball and no strikes.
Watson wanted that one.
Pagan, a little number to right. That's going to be a base hit. Crawford's going to go to third. Well, the Giants aren't crushing the ball here in the 8th, but they got something going.
Well, I thought that was a nice little lob wedge. He threw down the right field line, just thing of beauty. You can almost hear as he ran it down the first base line. Just catching the tip of the bat. That's all you have to do.
Good.
And he's running down the line going, bite.
So here's Duffy. Duffy now represents the tying run. Susak has grabbed the bat. He's on deck. Duffy fouls it out of play. He had a good rip.
He's looking fastball away. Andrew Susak has come out on deck for the Giants. I mean, Watson's the setup, and there's nobody out in that bullpen for the Pirates.
Up high. Line drive caught by Mercer. 1 out. So here's Susak.
Sergio Romo has it. Joined Javier Lopez.
So Rodriguez holding on Pagan. Outside to Susak. Susak fouls it back. He had a good rip. Stay tuned right after the Giants game for Esurance Giants post-game live highlights, reaction, and analysis. It's all coming up. 1 ball and 1 strike to Andrew Susak. Right there for a strike. 1 and 2.
It's that low 3/4 sling, and he loves to plant that fastball right on the hands of the inside corner of right-handed hitters. Very effective. I mean, this is why he's pitching the 8th inning as a setup. They don't take him out when he's facing righties. Similar release to that of Madison Bumgarner.
Susak fights that fastball off to stay alive. Good take, 2 and 2.
One down low that's soft, sets up one up high above the hands. That's hard.
Got him.
We're back again with another changeup. Good arm angle, good arm action, good sell job, and Susak way out front.
So here's Nori Aoki. 1 for 4. And the bases are loaded.
The Lobo piece just earned his paycheck. Fastball right in. Just catches that protective piece. So the table's set. And Ray Sears is going to come out.
Panik hit a ball deep to right field off of Watson in the game yesterday. It was caught by Polanco, but he gave it a good ride. This is what he did on Sunday.
Donnie Vito threw it middle in at the belt, and he left Earth.
So here's Panik with the bases loaded and 2 outs. On the ground to short. And that's going to end the inning. So on 1 pitch, Watson retires Panik and will go to the 9th. special tonight after Giants postgame live, and you can see it right here in Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. (7-4) Pirates, and Lopez is into the game.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Javier Lopez. 25th time he's come in. He's thrown 13 innings in those 24 appearances. 7 base runners allowed. He's been fantastic. And nobody's hitting him. The league hit no 95. That's a great first half.
On the first pitch, Walker goes to right. 1 out. And here's Marte. Marte is 0 for 3. He got on base 1 time. Heston walked him in the 3rd, and he eventually scored. And the strike. Swing ain't gonna miss. Nothing in 2.
Changeup. That really has been such a great add to the type of pitches that Javier Lopez throws now, because it's so effective against right-handers. It's a pitch that he threw early in his career. He kind of brought it back this spring. He had great success with it. Mark Gardner, Dave Righetti encouraged him, hey, stay with that pitch. And it's been a good add. Plus, you know, it's a new toy.
Yep.
It's an old pitch, but a new toy.
Got him.
And it gives you an ability to get out the right-handers. They really can't think of him as a specialist because of his ability to do this very thing. Strike out a guy with power from the right side.
So here's Sean Rodriguez, who came in for Alvarez. And he lines one to right field, a base hit. So that's 14 hits now for the Pirates. Here's Cervelli, the catcher.
Had a very nice first half. On base percentage at .384.
So Rodriguez with his lead at first. And Lopez first pitch is wide.
It's a big plus when you have a guy hitting down the bottom of the lineup that can get on base at a .380 clip.
And he rolls this one foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Signals are getting warmed up.
Well, they're going to have a dinner of garlic fries and caramel corn, hot dog heads.
There's a strike. 1 and 2.
I think of it, it doesn't sound that bad.
Yeah,
right now.
I'm going to hang with them, I think. The Giants in the bottom of the 9th will have Hunter Pence to lead things off. Down low, so it's 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Lopez takes a look at Rodriguez, and now it's 3-2. Runner at first will go. Foul out of play.
Nice location on the 3-2 count. Easy, easy, easy. Well, took out the board.
And he walked it. And Bruce Bochy's coming out. So Romo was warming up, so he's going to come in. It remains 7-4 Pirates. For the Pirates, Sergio Romo is going to come in to face shortstop Jordy Mercer.
25th game that Romo has come into. No wins, 2 losses, 3.63 ERA, 25 strikeouts against 5 walks, and 17 in the third.
So here's Jordy Mercer, and he takes a ball. No swing. Mercer homered in the 5th inning. Swing and a miss. There's that slider, 1 ball and 1 strike.
And there's that slider, perfect location. Mercer's home run came in a fastball, thigh high, middle in.
Plops one in there for a strike, 1-2. And trying to keep it at a 3-run deficit before they hit here in the bottom of the ninth. See Buster Posey shaking his head. It's 1-2. Way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bit that one like Beckham.
Two pitch. Here it is. Got him. And that'll end the inning. Pence, Posey, and Belt coming up. Our player of the game brought to you by Honda. It's going to be Andrew McCutchen, who had 4 hits in this game. He was a home run shy of the cycle, and every time the Pirates put something on the board, he was in the middle of it. So Andrew McCutchen is our Honda player of the game.
Very deserving. He has had quite a series. Guys have not been able to figure him out.
So Mark Melancon is on to try to close it out. He did last night. Pitched 1 inning through 12 pitches.
Take a look at the first half that Melancon has had. 14 saves and 15 opportunities. You're going to see a lot of cutters. Cutters and occasional changeup. 13 strikeouts in 24 innings. Just tough to barrel up and square on the sweet spot of the bat. Just a lot of late movement with that cut.
And a strike to Pence. Pence tonight has a couple of hits. There's a family that still believes. Pence shoots it up the middle, and he's got a base hit, and that's his 3rd hit of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Buster Posey.
Rally hats are on.
Pence is now 3 for 3 lifetime against Melancon. Here's Buster Posey, who's 2 for 3 lifetime. And the strike at the knees. Buster tonight is 1 for 3.
Big curveball. Posey got good balance in that swing. Rally cap. However you wear it, it's all acceptable. It's the attitude that is behind it that counts.
Low to Buster Posey.
Melanson coming right back in with another curveball. Cutter, curveball, curveball.
Curveball tapped slowly. Melanson can't get to it. Walker does as he flips to first. Posey's retired. And on the play, Pence moves to second. So here's Belt. Belt tonight is 1 for 4. And he takes low, 1 ball and no strikes.
Melanson has given up 2 home runs on the year.
Giants need a base runner to get the tying run to the plate. One ball and 1 strike.
Tucked out with a cutter in on that outside corner. It's not one you want to swing at when you're heading to count 1-0. It's not where you're looking.
And Belt asks for time. Here's Melanson taking his time.
I don't think he was ever going to throw it. I think he was just going to hold that ball until Belt stepped out of that box. Call timeout.
Belt. I just checked the swing and then hit the bat, so it's 1 and 2.
Now, that's a frustrating way to give up a strike. Check a swing and your bat head just sort of dips a little bit and catches the ball as it comes above the strike zone in. Rough strike. Especially when your team's running out of strikes.
And Belt just stays alive. One and 2 to Brendan Belt. Hit on the ground to second. So Belt's retired. And here's Crawford. Crawford hit a home run in the 3rd, had an infield hit in the 8th. And he takes a curveball down low.
Yeah, his curveball, it's not the kind of pitch you're going to go up there looking for. on the first pitch. You're just not. I mean, you're going to look for that cutter. You're going to look middle in. Maybe cheat off the play a little bit. You're hitting from the left side. Comes right back in with another curveball. All right, tip your hat. You're looking cut, you're looking in, you're looking up.
Crawford pops it up. It's Harrison coming down, and he makes the catch, and that's the ball game. So game 2 in this series goes to the Pirates, and now the Giants have lost 4 straight, and they've lost the first 2 games in this series, and they've done it after they got an early lead, but just could not hang on.
Well, you're right. A frustrating night when you get the early runs against quality pitchers. Last night against Garrett Cole, they jumped out, couldn't hold it. And again tonight, they did against A.J. Burnett, who is having a stellar first half, and yet they could not hold it again. A frustrating first 2 games in this series.
Final score, it's the Pirates 7 and the Giants 4. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. Esurance postgame live with interviews in the wrap. That's going to start right now.